All right, get ready because we're about to take a deep dive into Haryana.
Sounds exciting.
It is. It is. We've got a whole collection of Hindi sources here, all about this Indian state. We're talking historical facts, cultural insights, even recent news updates, and
Oh, wow.
that's fascinating stuff. The name Haryana itself is so interesting.
Oh, how so?
Well, it actually translates to house of God.
Really?
Yeah, it combines Hari, meaning God, with Ayana, which means home.
Oh, never knew that.
So that spiritual side, it's like woven through everything we're about to explore.
I like that woven through.
Yeah. And speaking of going way back, did you know that Haryana officially became a state on November 1st, 1966?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, separating from Punjab to create a region specifically for Hindi speakers.
Makes sense.
But its history goes even further back, way further. Talking about the battlefield of the Kurukshetra War from the Mahabharata.
Wow, that's incredible. To think that the land we're talking about today was the setting for such a monumental event in Indian mythology.
Right. It just adds this whole other layer of significance to Haryana's cultural landscape.
You can say that again?
But Haryana, it isn't just stuck in the past.
Right.
It's actually considered an economic powerhouse.
Is that so?
Oh, yeah, one of India's wealthiest states. They've got these special economic zones, and their agricultural system is thriving.
That's impressive.
It really is. But what do you think, what are some of the specific things that drive Haryana's economic success?
Well, from what I've read, a lot of it comes down to Haryana's incredibly fertile land.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah, and its strategic location. That combination has really allowed them to excel both in agriculture and industry.
It's interesting how those two can work together.
Yeah, but there's even more to it than just geography. The government has implemented some really smart policies to encourage investment and entrepreneurship.
I see.
For example, they've made it much easier for businesses to acquire land in Haryana, streamlining the whole process, which makes it more attractive to set up shop there.
So it's a mix of smart policy and natural advantages.
Exactly. They've really got a good thing going.
And of course, we can't forget about the vibrant culture.
Right.
They've got folk music, this type of folk theater with these really elaborate costumes.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, and they tell these amazing stories from mythology.
Cool.
And then there's Rajini, which is a form of musical storytelling.
I've never heard of that, Regini.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's really cool.
I will.
And the embroidery, oh my gosh. The embroidery work, like Fulkari and Shisha.
Beautiful, right.
Absolutely stunning. It's so intricate.
Yeah, they use these vibrant silken threads and tiny mirrors.
Yeah, it's more than just craft. It's like a tangible link to their heritage.
Absolutely. Passed down through generations.
I love that.
Me too.
But let's shift gears a bit. What's happening in Haryana right now? What kind of developments are we seeing?
Well, there's big news in infrastructure. Just this week, on March 14th, Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the Haryana section of the Dwarka Expressway.
Oh, yeah. That was a huge project, something like a 4,100 crore rupee investment.
That's right, a massive undertaking.
What kind of impact do you think this new expressway will have?
Well, it's definitely going to improve connectivity between Delhi and Haryana,
Right.
which is huge for both trade and travel.
It seems like a clear sign that they're really pushing for modernization and economic growth.
I agree.
But it also sounds like it's not all just big construction projects.
No, not at all.
There's also this Jal Shakti Abhiyan Catch the Rain program happening.
Oh, yes, that's coming up soon in Gurugram on March 22nd.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about that?
Well, this program is all about addressing water scarcity, which is a growing issue in the region.
I can imagine.
The main goal is to raise awareness about the importance of rainwater harvesting and water conservation.
So it's more of a long-term sustainability-focused initiative.
Precisely.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Anything else that's been happening?
Oh, absolutely. There have been some really exciting advancements in healthcare.
Oh, tell me about those.
Well, doctors in Haryana have recently received specialized training in diagnosing blood diseases at PGI Chandigarh.
That's great.
It is. It means they can now identify conditions like thalassemia and hemophilia much earlier, leading to much better treatment options for patients.
Wow, those early diagnoses can make such a difference in people's lives.
They really can. It shows a real commitment to improving people's well-being.
That's wonderful.
It is.
So we've got economic development, environmental initiatives, progress in healthcare. But what about the political landscape? I know the 2024 assembly elections were pretty intense.
They were. In the end, the BJP secured the majority, winning 48 out of the 90 seats,
Okay.
while the Congress Party won 37 seats.
It sounds like it's a pretty diverse political scene.
It is. And, how these political dynamics play out will likely have a significant impact on future policies and priorities.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how they'll navigate all the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead.
It really does.
So we've covered a lot today. From ancient history to modern-day advancements, Haryana is clearly a state that's constantly evolving.
Definitely a place to keep an eye on.
It makes you wonder, though, how will they maintain that balance between their rich cultural heritage and this incredible drive for progress?
That's the big question, isn't it? Will they be able to preserve their traditions while still embracing innovation? It'll be fascinating to see how it all unfolds.
Absolutely. And